Reporting on tonight. You know, when you travel through O'Hare, you will be thoroughly screened. Shoes off, bags through the X-ray machine, you through a metal detector.
But the CBS 2 investigators have discovered other gates at the airport where people and vehicles are getting in and bypassing security checks. Here's Dave Savini.
Look how close the planes are.
We are not going to reveal our exact location. But all that stands between danger and these planes
He just opens the gate for this guy.
are chain-link security fences and gates.
I don't see any check of the driver of any sort.
Private contracted security guards and Chicago Department of Aviation security officers are supposed to keep these access points to O'Hare's airfield, taxiways, and runways safe and secure. But our CBS 2 investigators found gaping holes in that line of defense.
Right out onto the airfield. Nobody knows what's inside that truck or dump truck.
Day after day, we caught trucks entering O'Hare's airfield.
These trucks are coming through and no one's inspecting them.
No inspections for dangers like weapons, explosives, or hidden passengers.
This is the busiest airport in the United States. And the planes come right by here.
Security guards in the yellow vests allow trucks from all kinds of different private companies right onto the airfield without even checking driver's licenses. Watch as the green truck pulls up. No one even knows what he's hauling.
He's going to just open the gate for him.
Sitting shotgun in our undercover van is aviation expert Ben Coleman, a former National Transportation Safety Board investigator and retired Federal Aviation Administration inspector. He was surprised to see guards failing to inspect truck cabs, cargo areas, and undercarriages.
Do you see this security guard looking over that truck at all?
No, I don't see any mirrors. I don't see any inspection underneath.
Coleman says special mirrors like the TSA can be seen using here should also be used to inspect the bottom of all trucks for explosive devices or other dangers. CBS 2 investigators never saw this happening at security checkpoints manned by the private contractor Universal Security.
So serious potential for danger.
The potential is there.
These Universal Security employees are part of a more than $91 million city contract dating back to 2007. The company provides unarmed guards at the airport.
Do you guys even have one of those mirrors in here to go underneath and look?
I can't answer that.
We found private guards for Universal Security failing to check IDs of contractors. And at other gates, airport employees are breezing through too. We found Universal Security repeatedly failing to swipe access badges for people before entering secure areas.
What you have shown me here today raises concern to me.
One problem may involve training. CBS 2 investigators obtained an internal aviation department report from October. It says an unapproved driver was allowed into the secure area. The Universal Security guard who let this happen said she was never trained to work the gate.
When a truck comes in or a vehicle comes in through one of these side gates with nobody checks a license, nobody looks under the tarp, what kind of risk do you put yourself at?
It's a free-for-all. It really is a free-for-all, and there is no control.
What is supposed to happen at all of O'Hare's perimeter gates? Watch Chicago Department of Aviation officers. Security badges are checked. Biometric machines verify identities through fingerprinting. On this day, TSA even stopped by to conduct random vehicle inspections. This type of access control is especially important as private workers descend on O'Hare to complete an $8.5 billion expansion project.
I didn't see an escort for that truck. I mean, they're supposed to have an escort.
In July, 2 dump trucks from a private construction company were caught in a secure area. Their escorts nowhere to be seen.
And how important would be an escort? There's no escort that can be seen here.
Well, whoever passes through that gate has free reign.
In September, another dump truck from a different company nearly caused a crash. The driver cut off a taxiing airplane, causing what an internal report called a runway incursion. His defense, he said he thought he had time to cross in front of the plane.
Once you go through one of those security gates or a stop or a checkpoint, you are commingled with the operating aircraft, and there's really nothing to prevent you from either accessing those aircraft or the areas the aircraft operate.
And a bungee cord, and that's it. No inspection. Nobody climbs up into the truck, and no escort in sight.
It's not secure. That's the bottom line. It's just not secure.
Universal Security claims no unauthorized vehicles or personnel were allowed onto the airfield at any time. A spokesperson from the Chicago Department of Aviation says security personnel are expected to comply to our airport security plan. Any deviation from these protocols will be addressed and corrected. After we confronted the guards, they started checking IDs and started using those mirrors. But, you know, they all have ID badges. With a magnetic strip, why aren't they swiping at every entrance? That's the question.
Yeah, so we saw time after time, they weren't even having to swipe. Time after time, there was no mirrors being used. I read the entire statement from the Chicago Department of Aviation, which oversees security there. They seem rather nonchalant about what we just saw on camera in the security holes.
They feel they've got all the security covered.
All right, great access. Thank you, Dave.